room and have it
That's the bat. This smiley face supposed to be the bat signal.
It's the bat signal?
Yeah, from the Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it that much, but it is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I can see it. It's awesome how the kids like it.
Yeah. I try to draw it on one pumpkin, but I ain't finished.
Yeah. Looks good.
Thanks.
Just come back anytime, okay?
I'm gonna sit this somewhere. Oh boy.
Oh, you got a half a field left yet.
Okay.
We're gonna harvest the entire field.
All right. Roger. You said we're going to harvest the entire field.
Everything. All the squash, all the pumpkins, all the gourds. And we're gonna he's stacking it in pallets. Yeah, right. Oh, Ken, don't have it by the door. Leave the door open. I mean, they got to get in and out of the door.
We're harvesting all these right now?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Because the plan is, that's going to be garlic. We're going to till the whole thing. We're going to remove all the plants.
Remove all the dead
all the dead stuff, all the plants, all the tape, and then we're going to till it. That's going to take us all week. Hey, clown. It's really rewarding, to tell you the truth, you know, to work with people with disabilities and just make them feel like, I'll help them make them feel that they're worth something. And have, I would say that the key to them is seeing them as individuals rather than seeing them as people with disabilities, and you know, as see them with unique gifts, and also see them with some challenges, some quirks that need to be worked with. So, and when I go with that approach to see him as a unique individual, I automatically have a lot more perseverance and patience, and I try to treat him as more like a supervisor and a co-worker, but a supervisor and co-worker, somebody can give directions rather than a superior, and that's worked out very well.
Basically what I do is basically get the weeds up and use the pick max to get rocks up and stuff in the soil, and picking the fruits, basically all the hard stuff, and we just have fun out here.
Yeah.
First thing is the sun.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing. Yeah, it wasn't for the sun, it'd be cool. It was hot and the sun bothered you pretty much. Other than that, ain't really no hardest thing out here to do. Besides the sun, other than that, everything cool.
That's great.
Well, most of the adults that we work with haven't attended regular classes in high school and are not individuals who could go on to study in a university or even a community college setting. So when they graduate from high school, really their path is to find work that is satisfying to them and that they can do and that they can earn some decent money with. People with developmental disabilities have one of the highest unemployment rates in the country, and we work very hard to try to identify really any kinds of opportunities that might become available to us. Probably the majority of individuals we serve have some level of mental retardation, but there are quite a number of other developmental disabilities that people have, things like cerebral palsy or various levels of autism, Asperger's syndrome, things of that nature. This is very much an entrepreneurial venture on our part in terms of developing a farming business and a food processing business. More typically, we would work with businesses and institutions that directly employ people. But again, like many other people in the greater Cleveland community, there's a lot of people out of work, and Oftentimes, some of the people that we work with may be the first to go in terms of getting laid off and not having a job. So we thought probably one of the most direct ways we could address that is by becoming the creator of the jobs ourselves and kind of managing our own destiny in terms of trying to find new work opportunities. And you know, we've met with and visited a lot of other market gardeners and some people that run some farms down in the Cuyahoga Valley, just to learn from them about how hard it is to do all this, but also to consider the viability of creating jobs. And really that's our mission in terms of helping people find work. We can envision, as I said, just working on the farm, growing stuff up to 50 people or so in the next several years. As we get into food processing, it could be another 50 jobs created that way as well. So we could be employing as many as 100 people.
The way I can. And I grew up on a farm, a sustainable farm, and you know, the blessing was we didn't have a lot of money. It really was a blessing because we kind of had to live on the land, off the land. And we learned how to work with the land and with the animals. And then the large family, we had to learn how to co-inhabit, how to work together and in order to survive and to be happy. And so this just carries over to my profession. Didn't have such a strong philosophy and desire to be in harmony with the land, I probably wouldn't have survived here because the soil was really, really compacted. Starting a new site under those challenges, under those conditions, were really exciting to me. You know, it's just in the past I've done a lot of things that I was told was impossible to do, and because I just needed to hear that, you know, hear that you can't do it. But I really saw what the future is going to be like, and you know, and I saw the possibilities, the potential. That's the way to do it, Ken. It looks great, and it's mature. It's the realities and the visions are becoming are being realized now. You know, they're coming to fruition, and so, like I said, it was difficult, but the blessing, the number one blessing, is that there's so much support, you know, from the county and from political face and from all over. It's just, and the contacts, the networking has been incredible.
Yeah.
Let's see this fish.
Cool. What are we looking at?
Marine.
It's nice. Did you do that?
Yep.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you very much. And I don't know if they can see it good.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, that's sweet.
Yep.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Good artist.